And so you actually slept in that thing?
That was probably a mistake. I kept having dreams that I was swallowed by Sandman. That's, actually happened, you know.
Look, man, I get it. It's not a decision to take lightly. I struggled with it for a while myself.
What changed your mind?
I guess I finally started trusting these fools. They may be a little crazy, but they're like family.
And what about your real family? Don't you worry about what could happen?
They're back in LA. Much as my kid brother Gabe would love this place, they don't know a thing. Whatever happens here, never gets back there. To be honest, I don't even think we're in the same dimension.
What?
Never mind that. Point is, this is a safe place with good people. If there's anyone who can keep a secret, it's them. Sort of comes with the territory of being a midnight sun. Most of our lives weren't sunshine and candy before Caretaker recruited us. And now we've got a gigantic demonically powered pizza oven in the forge.
Excuse me, would you...
Hey man, it's okay. We can talk about something else if you want.
Yes, please stay.
Can't. Got something I need to do.
I really thought I had him with the pizza thing.
What is it with you both and Pete?
Okay, you wanted it, you got it.
Wanted what?
I give you, by popular demand, the man underneath the mask.
Peter Parker from Forest Hills, Queens. Nice to see you finally ditched the spider-faced doily, Peter. We're all friends here. You got our attention, so what do you got to say, Petey?
Hi? After all that build-up, I hope I didn't disappoint anybody. I mean, I can't shoot laser beams, light my skull on fire, or glow like the sun. Like Tony said, outside of the costume, I'm just boring old Peter Parker. I don't even have a cool screen name.
I have seen you in battle with Venom, Peter. Believe me when I say you are anything but boring.
Aw, thanks. Jeez, Hunter, you trying to make me blush?
I did not realize you embarrassed so easily.
Oh yeah, I actually surprise myself at the things that embarrass me. Speaking of, now that we took care of the giant radioactive spider elephant in the room, we might as well get to know one another. If there's anything else you're curious to know about me, ask away. I'm apparently an open book now. So what do you say, Hunter? Care to step inside this Spider-Verse?
I have encountered werewolves, half-vampires, dragon men, but I have never encountered a Spider-Man before. There must be quite a story about how you became this way.
It's actually not the most epic story. Sort of a field trip gone wrong scenario, if you get me.
I do not.
Well, a small irradiated spider bit me while I was working up the nerve to ask Mary Jane Watson if she'd like to check out the Pym particle exhibit at the Empire State Museum. Next thing I know, the high-energy photons injected into my bloodstream started altering my genomic sequence. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction, and then I started climbing up the walls. I told my Aunt May it was late-onset puberty. She, believed me for some reason. So, how about you? Get bit by a radioactive hunter or something?
My mother is the harbinger of a dark god. A normal life was never in the cards for me.
Yeesh. I thought high school was hard to deal with. That's gotta be a heavy load to carry.
It is not always easy. And just how many years has there been a Spider-Verse?
Oh, you mean how long have I been doing this? A few years now. You should have seen the original suit. I'd still have it lying around the dorm somewhere. Makes a great blanket. How about you? How long have you been hunting?
At this point, I suppose I am well over 3 centuries old. That is, if you count the years spent above and below ground, of course.
Of course. I mean, whatever gets you senior discounts sooner, am I right?
You are a fascinating man.
Ooh, I like that. Friendly neighborhood, fascinating man. Wonder if Stark owns that trademark yet.
This venom creature's obsession with you is strong enough to overcome my mother's call. Until now, I thought that impossible.
It's, complicated. Eddie, the guy underneath the giant oozing mouth, was a reporter with me at the Bugle a while back. I may have ruined his career by exposing a phony source of his on this big murder case. This, of course, led him to the alien symbiote that had secretly bonded with me after my original suit was trashed on Battleworld. We can talk about that little adventure later. Long story short, I thought I had eradicated the suit with a giant church bell. Before I knew it was alive, of course. Anywho, the alien symbiote decided to merge with Eddie, and the two have been hunting me down ever since. It's your basic, simple misunderstanding, right? Well, I guess every superhero needs a super nemesis. Venom is mine. Must be tough having your own mom be yours, huh?
Lilith made her choice long ago, though it pains me to say this. She is no longer my mother, but another monster to slay.
That's a hard way to look at it. When I see Venom, all I can see is Eddie. And the symbiote that saved my life on a few occasions.
Perhaps that is what Lilith is counting on.
Look, I get it. The monster that looks like your friend is still a monster. I watch plenty of zombie movies, okay? Still doesn't mean you have to become that which you were hunting, if you ask me. I knew that philosophy minor was gonna pay off.
You do not seem like a typical Avenger.
Avenger? Me? Oh, no. Between my double major at Empire State, taking photos for the Bugle, and, you know, the whole protecting the neighborhood thing, who has the time? Besides, they haven't asked me to join them, yet, of course. What about you? How's this whole Midnight Sun thing work? You like the captain or something?
The Hunter has always led the Midnight Suns in the battle against Lilith. So it was before, so it shall be now.
Wow, that is some focus. Me? I get too restless if nothing changes. I get irritated with MJ when she insists on ordering the same pizza toppings all the time.
Thank you, Peter. I should be going. This was eye-opening.
For both of us? Gotta thank you too, Hunter. I was sort of holding back before. You know, didn't want to be a chatty Charlie. But now the floodgates are open. Let the real Peter Parker flow through! Anyway, you gotta go. I'll talk to you soon.
Of that, I have no doubt. Farewell, Peter.
Good chatting with you, Hunter.
We're ending their war. It's a slow burn, but we'll get there.
Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of practice dummies to beat on. Been meaning to ask, when you woke up and saw a half-vampire in the Abbey, well, was your first thought about killing me?
You had not proven yourself an enemy, so I did not treat you as such.
As long as you think fast, there's a fine line between choosing your target and hesitating. If I become a threat to the rest of you, or to the people out in the world, what I'm asking is, if I lost control, would you stop me? Could you do what needs doing?
If you are ever a threat to yourself and others, I will treat you like any other vampire.
Good. I don't know how Lilith does her thing, but I refuse to become one of her fallen. If there's ever a question, I want you to know my answer.
I understand.
All right, then. There better be a next time.
Hunter?
I have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
Good. I don't know where to put this. That is Nico's problem now.
Goddess of Order approves. What have you been doing, Ebony? Blessings of the goddess. An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar. I will see if I can find you a treat later.
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more.
You are welcome to attend Ileana's surprise party.
As much as I would enjoy that, my presence unsettles those incapable of perceiving me. I'll celebrate from afar.
So you will be there in spirit?
Oh, Hunter, how I've missed your wit.
Intriguing. Another elemental rod. It is one of the elemental rods. Just what I was looking for. old magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here? One more to go. There, finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started.
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Blood Gate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So, where is the next Blood Gate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it. We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together. Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear. The second Blood Gate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Chthon, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I am here.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
Oh, and Hunter? I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck. When many of the Elder Gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call. Do not bother running. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Atum was unleashed and made quick work of the demons, but in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work. Return to your mother. You are unprepared. Pathetic.
The Elder Gods are clearly aware of Lilith's efforts. These beasts may look like her children, but they're only illusions meant to test your skills.
Consider it done. Next time, run while you still can.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in, and with live targets, too.
Was that truly your bet? Your fate is sealed. If I see you again, it will be the last time.
If that doesn't make an impression on Atum, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter.
This looks like a bust.
With Atum's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
Autumn reveals all.